Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with three students from A.A. Wright School in Wallaceburg who are competing now in an online competition for a video that was made about the Battle of Queenston Heights. And we had Brad Maxim, Chelsea Rowlands, and Zach Van Coley. And the three students here got together and made a video. It's online, you can check it out. And we got to talk about first the contest. Brad, tell me about the contest. You guys, how did you find it? And you jumped into the contest, and tell me all about it.
Well, Miss V showed us the contest. She brought it up to us and left it all on us on the decision and how we decided to film it. We had to reenact a significant moment in Canadian history. We chose the Battle of Queenston Heights, and so we had to reenact that, and it had to be a 3-minute reenactment, no more than that. We nailed it right on 3 minutes, and so that's what it was all about, and it was just on Queenston Heights.
You know, from a broadcaster's point, nailing on 3 minutes is very, very important, and so you must have a great director. Chelsea, you were the director of this whole schmozzle, and you know what, it was an experience. Talk about directing a group of your peers, and talk about how that was.
Well, it was very fun because they were mature and they respected what I had to say. I learned a lot about the behind-the-scenes filmmaking, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Was it difficult to maybe have to boss your peers around a little bit?
Not at all. I'm generally good at being bossy.
Okay, now one person who probably you were bossing around a little bit more was Zach Van Coley. And Zach was he's the research guy. Zach was the guy who talked about, who dug everything up, and it was all about the Battle of Queenston Heights. Zach, tell me about the Battle of Queenston Heights and its importance in Canadian history.
Well, there's a lot of importance in just the battle itself because it basically changed the way our country is now and how everything functions now. And the death of Isaac Brock was definitely a major factor in that, and it's just a very important fact.
Now, with Isaac Brock dying in battle, it was a victory, but also the tragedy of that. Now, was that pushed home in the video as well?
Yeah, it was. They're about halfway through, I'd say. We have the death of Isaac Brock being shot by the American rifleman. So that definitely helped our video and just made it very interesting.
Nice. Now, Chelsea, what is something that maybe everybody learned as a group, or you learned yourself from the whole production, from top to bottom, getting things together and getting involved?
We learned a lot of being ambitious, because if Mrs. V didn't say, okay, now you have to go and work on this, we had to say, Mrs. V, can we go and work on this? So we learned a lot about ambition and how to do behind-the-scenes movie making, and it was really fun to work with these guys.
Well, you know, it's some good guys to work with. Now, Brad, you got to tell me something here. You know, we've been sitting here chewing the fat. How do I vote for this video? And where do I go? How do I vote for it? And what do you win?
Well, the site right now is probably going to end up changing to the voting, but the site is called myparkspass.ca. If we win this, we are getting an all expenses paid trip to Banff, Alberta and Lake Louise. Yeah, so once again, the site's myparkspass.ca. Yeah, so I think that's it.
You get to take along your favorite radio announcer. Is that work for this day?
We wish.
So do I, let me tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, three bright, shining stars in our community here in Wallaceburg. We've got Zach Van Coley, Chelsea Rowlands, and Brad Maxim, and they put together a video of the Battle of Queenston Heights. And this video, again, myparkspass.ca, check it out, you can vote, and if it comes through, then they'll be going to Banff, Alberta, thanks to you, and thanks to all of their hard work, actually. They had several actors to portray as well, including the death of Sir Isaac Brock.
We can't let those Americans cross. Fire at will. Stop those men.
Queenston Heights, the War of 1812. British forces along with First Nations and Canadian militiamen fight off the American forces trying to cross the border and take over what is now Canada.
Fight harder, they are moving in.
The Americans are pushing hard. If we don't stop them, they'll win the battle.
Call for reinforcements. Get Shafe down here.
Yes, sir.
Fire! Fire! We're taking heavy artillery fire. Take out those cannons. Make ready. Reset. Fire. Charge. He's dead. Isaac Brock is dead. General Brock has been shot in battle. We believe that around 900 American soldiers have landed. Our troops are huddled around leaderless, and the only people keeping the Americans at bay are Norton and his Mohawk warriors.
Well, don't give up. We can still win this. Tell our men that I'm now in charge and that Brock is gone. And tell them not to give up.
Yes, sir.
General, we have to take out the recommend. They're taking out a front line.
Then we'll set 2 of our best sharpshooters to take them. You, take out that rifleman. As the Canadian and British forces started to push forward, the American generals had to decide whether to wave a white flag for surrender or continue the battle and risk the lives of his men. Is that a white flag?
Yes, I believe that is a white flag, sir.
They're surrendering! Cease fire! Cease fire! Cease fire! The British forces, Canadian militia, and First Nation warriors won the battle, but it was a tragic victory with the loss of General Isaac Brock. This victory rallied Canadian, British, and First Nation warriors to continue fighting until the war was over and American forces were pushed out of what is now Canada.